Hello and welcome to another episode of the Commander Quest podcast, where today we are going to be talking about Magic news. So, first of all, before we begin, I am going to be on a stream at Monday at 1 o'clock. There will be a link in the description. I will be playing 1 or 2 Commander games. I hope you can join. Second, Double Masters has been released. Not much else to say. I've already talked about Double Masters and several other things, and there's a lot of, I'm sure that there are set reviews. I personally will not be doing a set review because it is all reprints, and that seems a little pointless. For most of the things, I'll just be like, yay, reprint, it's cheaper, great. Or, oh look, there's a new art. Not really much for me to say. The last thing is Zendikar Rising spoilers. They will be starting on September 4th. There's one leak, which is Golgari Nissa. If you want to skip, just pause now and go in the description, and I will put where you can skip basically it'll be, you can figure out where you can go to not hear about the leak. Or you could just skip like 30 or 40 seconds, it'll be fine. Alright, Golgari Nissa is 2 black-green for a 4 loyalty planeswalker Nissa. It has landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a loyalty counter on Nissa. And +1, untap target land you control. It becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with haste and menace until end of turn that's still a land. -5, put a creature with converted mana cost equal to or less than the number of lands you control from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield under your control with 2/1/1 counters on it. So, this is a leak. So who knows if it's real, but if it is, that's pretty cool. I think we've had a couple variations on colors with Nissa before. We had the blue-green one. I think we had another black-green one, actually. Alright, whatever. So, it is confirmed to be a quote-unquote land set, so there's going to be lots of land-related mechanics, probably landfall, lots of things like that. Just land-focused things. Hopefully we get a Crucible of Worlds reprint. Rosewater talked about 3 mechanics, so there's probably going to be 3 mechanics, one of which will be new, one which is apparently a twist on an older popular theme. I don't know. One of which is new, one of which is probably landfall, and one of which is just, who knows. Planeswalkers and legendary creatures. Lots of legendary creatures from Zendikar are returning. One is confirmed to be in another color. There will be no Eldrazi. There will be 3 Planeswalkers in Zendikar Rising. All of them are returning as well. So Jace, Nahira, and Nissa. No specific cards were spoiled, but we do get to see some art. So I will be leaving a link in the description to this article. You can see the art, or if you're on YouTube, you can just pause or whatever. I don't actually record in that high of a resolution just because I don't think my computer has the capability. I only have 8 gigs of RAM. I mean, if I opened up Task Manager, it'd probably just be chugging. But point is, I don't really have that. Plus, the editing software I use only supports low frame rate. Low resolution. I think I'm going to work on fixing that soon. It just hasn't been on the top of my list of things to fix. But if I ever get to a point where I'm like, oh look, I did everything on my to-do list, then that's the thing I can do. That's generally where most of my improvements come from. I'm just like, hey, what should I do? Or I'll just, play some video games or something. Alright, point is, there's some art. You should see it if you're on the video version, if you want a higher resolution, or if you're listening to the podcast, you can just go ahead and open up this article. Alright, I don't see any obvious, cards. I noticed some things, but I'm not really gonna delve into them. Beyond that, there's not really much else other than there's probably going to be a 4-color Omnath. We are confirmed to not have the fetch lands, and people are speculating that there will be treasures. Beyond that, there's which products it'll be. It's pretty self-explanatory. Boosters, booster boxes, collector boosters, set boosters. And the spoilers will be starting on September 4th and finishing on September 18th. It'll be released on Arena and Magic Online September 24th. Pre-release is 25th to 27th, and the release is October 2nd to 3rd. Beyond that, I mean, that's it. So this is from just a random article, and some of this is more reliable than other things, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It says itself what is just complete speculation and what is a legitimate source. There is something. So, for example, the fetch lands, we know we're not getting them. I don't think it actually says that in the article, but I do remember when they were talking about fetch lands, they said they'd reprint them, but not into standard, and this would go into standard. So, simple enough. And for color Omnath, we have a history of getting 1 color Omnath, then 2 color Omnath, then 3 color Omnath, 2 of which were in Zendikar sets. Omnath does live in Zendikar, I think. I think that's how it works. I think he lives there. So hopefully we get a 4 color one. I'd say it's like, I'd give it like a 75% chance that it's there. I mean, Wizards does not like printing 4 color cards, but maybe they'll just use this as an excuse to make a cycle. Who knows? So I don't know. I really don't know. There is supposed to be art on the collector's booster, which, oh yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be a 4 color Omnath. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a 4 color Omnath with white. Yeah, okay. So there's art on the collector booster that shows Omnath. And he has 4 arms, one of which is white, blue, red, and green. So I'm speculating that white is gonna be the added color. Alright, beyond that, I mean, that's kind of it. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time.